Rami loved playing make-believe with his toys. Today he was acting out a great battle with his toy soldiers and horses. He imitated the sound of their thundering hooves. He could almost see the sparks of fire that their hooves made as they struck the ground. He had arranged a camp with all his plastic army tents and soldiers, and now he plunged his horses into the camp, knocking everything down around them. Rami liked to get up early in the morning with his dad. His father always rose early for the Fajr prayer. Rami loved the peacefulness of the house. Everything was still a little dark and so quiet. Hey, Junior, what's with all the noise? I'm trying to sleep. Rami's older sister, Halima, called sleepily from her room. Rami tiptoed into her room and reminded her that it was time for the prayer. I'm so tired. I stayed up late studying. I'll pray later on. Rami quietly left Halima's room and went back to his horses and battle. Just before lunch, Rami was bouncing a ball in his playroom when he stopped suddenly and listened. Was that the call to prayer again? He ran to the open window. The noise of the traffic below carried up to their apartment window. Taxis honking, trucks changing gears, and a lot of whoosh, whoosh as the cars sped by. Rami could barely hear the call to prayer over all the noise. Where's everybody going in such a hurry? He wondered. He hoped they were all rushing to pray, but he wasn't sure. In the late afternoon, Rami looked forward to his older brother Khalid coming home from school. Khalid always took a short break before he started his homework. Now he was planted in front of the computer trying out his new software. Khalid was working very hard to get a higher score than his last game. Rami ran into the room calling, Khalid, Khalid, the prayer! I heard the call for prayer! Uh-huh. Khalid was too busy concentrating on his game to pay attention to Rami. Khalid, come on, it's time to pray, urged Rami. Yeah, right, thanks. Just as soon as I finish this game, said Khalid. Rami sighed and left the room. Rami was only 4 years old, but he couldn't wait to pray. His mom had told him it was too early for him to start praying. When he got older, they would teach him how, and they would all pray together. She promised. Rami couldn't wait. After supper, Rami ran outside to the playground to join his friends. His favorite was the slide. He climbed up the ladder quickly and sat down, ready to zoom. At the top of the slide, he paused for a second, listening. All the children were having fun, shouting and laughing. He wasn't quite sure he heard it. Yes, it was the call for Maghrib prayer. Come on, Rami, go! Called out his friends. Rami slid down the slide and ran off to one side. He waited to see if any of the other kids had heard the call to prayer, too. Next to the playground, the older boys were playing an exciting game of soccer. The score was tied 2-2. No one looked interested in leaving the game to go and pray. Rami left the playground and walked slowly up the stairs to his family's apartment. He entered and plopped down on the sofa. His father had just finished his prayer and was picking up his glasses to read the evening paper. There you are, Rami. Hey, why so quiet? Asked his father. No one is listening to Allah, Dad, said Rami sadly. Oh? His father said, surprised. Why do you say that? Every day I hear Allah call people to pray, but I don't see them going to the mosque, and I don't even see them going to pray in their houses, explained Rami. You hear the call to prayer, Rami? Asked his father gently. That's not really Allah calling. It's a man whose job it is to remind the people to come and pray. explained his father. Rami continued, "This morning Halima was too tired to pray. Then at lunch all the cars were going fast, fast, not stopping. I don't think they could even hear the call to prayer. The cars and the trucks made too much noise. Khaled didn't want to leave his game, and the big boys are busy playing soccer." Because no one is hurrying to the prayer, you think no one is listening to Allah. Is that right? His father asked, wanting to be sure he understood. Rami nodded his head. "It's funny, Rami," his father said thoughtfully. "This morning when I saw you playing with your horses, I remembered a surah in the Qur'an. I think now it's a real good time to read it to you. But let's call the whole family in and we'll read it together." Rami ran off excitedly to tell everyone. "What's up, Dad?" Khaled asked as the family gathered. "Why the family meeting? Anything wrong?" "Rami noticed something interesting today, and it reminded me of a surah from the Qur'an," related their father. "It's been way too long since we all sat and discussed any verses from the Qur'an. Let me read Surah Adiyat to you. The charging horses, snorting, neighing, striking sparks of fire with their hooves, rushing into attack at dawn, raising clouds of dust all around, plunging into the middle of the enemy. Man is forgetful of Allah, and man knows it, and man loves this life and all its attractions. Don't you know that when everything that has been buried beneath the earth will be brought out, there will be no secrets and nothing will have been hidden from Allah? On that day, Allah will be able to tell you about the least little thing you did."
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير صدق الله العظيم.
Rami is very unhappy that no one seems to be listening to Allah when he calls them, their father told them. Everyone looked puzzled. Their father continued, "We just heard what Allah says, that people forget about Him because they are so busy with all of life's distractions. Rami told me quite a story today about sleepy girls, busy traffic, computers, and soccer games." "Oh, Rami," exclaimed Halima, "you're right. I told you I was too tired to get up and pray." "Good for you, buddy. You came and tried to tell me to go and pray. I'd say someone in this house is listening to Allah," said Khaled. "MashaAllah," exclaimed Halima. "Looks like you're the only one in the family who's going to save us from the hellfire." Everybody laughed loud and long. Suddenly, Rami stopped laughing and sat listening. The family paused, and then everyone smiled. The sweet sound of the adhan for Isha prayer sounded strongly in the living room. "Looks like Allah is calling," their father said. "And now we're all listening," laughed Halima. "Rami, I don't think you're too little to pray anymore. Go grab a prayer rug and we'll all pray together." "I think it's about time we did," suggested their dad. "Yes!" Rami ran off happily. He felt so good inside. "I did a good thing," he thought. "I didn't let life make them forget about Allah, and now I get to pray."
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
He made a solemn promise to Allah to always help his family remember, just like the man who called them to prayer.
حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله